Well, good morning, friends. It's Julie Norman, and once again, we're going to set off on an adventure. Now, I have a confession to make. I have discovered the online auction, but it is locally located in Billings. And as you can probably imagine, I have won too many auctions. My first one out of the gate. And I had thought I was going to be outbid on so many of these things that I thought was a good deal. And no. So let's go down and see what I got. And hopefully they'll let me record so you can come along on the journey with me. Well, I'm here at the auction house. It's called Reno Babcock Auction. And it is kind of central and Billings. On my way, I was a little early and I stopped at a garage sale. I'm so weak. And guess what I got? Jewelry. Didn't I just say that I'm not good at jewelry? But, excuse me, I know that what I got was good stuff. And I was really selective. I was tempted to say, what do you want for your whole thing? But I don't have the time. I've got so much stuff already to sell. I found this watch. And it has, okay, let me get it up. It is this cuff watch. And it's got a nice quartz face on it. Geneva, it says on the back, Japan movement, stainless steel back. So it was $5. I'm thinking it's probably worth more than $5. I got a bunch of these. These are stretch rings. I got them for $1 each. I know that at the very minimum I can get $3. I probably could get $5 or so for each of them pretty fast. So I know I said I'm not very good at selling jewelry. That the cheap stuff I know because I buy cheap stuff. I kind of lose jewelry. That's why I don't invest a lot of money in it. Anyways, we're here, so I'm gonna have a little snack. I'm just like 10 minutes early, and then we're gonna get started. Well, I hope that video took. Otherwise, that's just a picture that I took. Anyway, I have to go to a second location to get the rest of my stuff. So let's go. Well, I am here where they told me to go, and this is quite a jaunt. It was like a 20-minute drive. And, oops, I'm trying to secure my little tripod. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully that'll stay. I am not sure this is right. So I'm going to call them up and check because it's at a residence and a woman alone, we need to be careful. So I'm not going to get out of my car unless I know for sure that this is the right place. Hi, this is Julie. I was picking up at the second location, and I just wanted to double check. Is that a residential place? Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was right. Okay, I'm actually here. Okay, thanks. Yep, bye. Okay, I should have put it on speaker so you could hear. I'm still new to doing all this videoing, but he said, yes, this is a place where the estate came from. So he's going to come out and hopefully all will be well. Okay, real quick, funny story. I was actually parked at the neighbor's house and I realized that the house number was wrong. So yeah, there's that too. There is the, I don't always get directions right too. So I'm just sitting here waiting for someone to come out. Here we are. I've already taken out 2 of the pieces that I had won, but what I won was the entire contents of the bar. I think it was like $12, so I'm thinking it's a good deal. Let me know what you think. Even he said there's stuff in the drawers. So, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy that stuff. But, oh, look at Hamburger Helper. So, let's get going. Oh, my gosh. That was a lot of work. For a normal person that doesn't have autoimmune, RA, probably wouldn't be so bad. But I'm so overwhelmed right now, honestly. That bar, the guy told me that it would just take 2 totes. And when I came and I said, I thought you said 2 totes. He said, oh, I use big totes. So, and I didn't realize I'd be going down a set of stairs. That could have been my mistake, but I don't remember them saying stairs at the second location. And the listings are down, so I can't confirm it. But I will leave a little feedback about that. And, oh my gosh, I need something to drink. And, yeah, and I'll talk about this when I get home. Well, a very early morning to you all. I got up around 4:30, couldn't get back to sleep, so I decided to start sorting through some of my auction finds. I'm in my pajamas, so I just want to show you the craziness of what I bought. And I have to not buy anything until I get this stuff sorted through and listed and sold. I think I'm going to do some eBay too. So let's turn you around. Okay, so this is a bin, and it has some Pyrex and Corningware, and it also was filled with letters that were advertised from the 1950s, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that. I have a shelf here, an old mission style shelf with, there's a thing of pins, local Montana pins. I've got a box. These were the contents of the drawers with the glassware that was at the top. Here's another box of stuff, and then we've got another bin here of stuff. We've got 2 more bins over here, this magazine rack, and somewhere around here is a vanity chair, but oh, it's back there, I can't see it. These are what I did this morning. There were several lots of old letters. And sorry, I know the lighting's not great, it's this early morning. There was one from like the 1920s or 30s. There's one for the 40s. Mine that I got was from the 50s. And there's even a trunk. I really wanted that one. It went for like $70 some. Trunk full of old letters. But mine was, like I said, advertised to be the 1950s set. The pile here and here, you can see how tall that is. These are the 1950s. And then this is like 60s, 70s. Then we've got the 1940s, which is about half the size of the 50s. And then I've got some 1930s, 20s, and 1900s to 1910s back there. So it's just, I was really excited to see that. And because there's some wartime correspondence, I think, in here, because they mention wartime correspondence. And some really interesting stuff here. And beautiful, beautiful images. I love ephemera. Look at, oh, I just love this stuff. And so I was really excited to go through that. And of course, my sequential personality wanted to sort it all by date. So I'm going to sort it deeper now by more by date than just by year, now that I've got this set up. So just to peek at one of the things that I purchased at this auction, and I think it was well worth it. The next day, and let's talk a little bit more about this auction that I got carried away on. There, I've got my little sheet, a receipt of all my sales, and I'll go over what I won. So the mission style bookcase was $40. A little bit higher than I wanted to spend, but it's okay. I will make a profit. Then I got the vintage Montana pins. Okay. Hi, Escher. If you hear the tippy tap sounds of dog nails, that's my dog here. I'm talking and he thinks I'm talking to him. So we'll let him think that. Yeah, you're a good boy. Okay, the vintage Montana pins with that case was $7.50. And the case itself is pretty cool. I'm going to use that for some of my jewelry display. Then I got Corningware. There are like 3 pieces. I paid $22.50 for them. I'm not sure if that was a good deal or not, but I have been needing to find more vintage kitchenware, and I just thought I'd take the risk. The letters, the 1950s letters, I got for $27.50. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to make that back. I'm actually going to do a few things on it. Oh, I just saw my laptop flicker. Just a second. My screensaver goes on after a while. It scrolls through pictures, so I don't want to be distracting you back there. Okay, so the letters and stamps. So I can sell the stamps. I can sell the postcards and the cards. There is a really cool thing in there about, here, let me find it. I've organize them by year now. Do you guys know much about the World's Fair? There is somebody who went to the exposition and sent back a really nice little thing to somebody. Okay, here it is. Pageant of the Exposition of Chicago, dated July 17th, 11 a.m., 1922, Chicago, Illinois. They've got a nice little letter in here of their experiences. There's actually 2 letters. It's a nice fat packet. And here is a little brochure from the Morrison Hotel. Just kind of really cool ephemera. And what I also intend to do with this, or try to do with this, is to also scan in some of the old cards and stuff and the images and do some digital printables and sell those online on Etsy. If I only sell it, the original, to one person, they're the only one who gets to enjoy it. But if I can do digital printables, then more people can enjoy it. And it'll also help me too with my do a little passive income. So then I can sell that and then get stamps, and somebody might be interested in the letters. We'll see. So I think that wasn't a terrible deal. The 1950s pack was the cheapest that went. I really wanted the old stuff, but I'm just on the shallow end of doing ephemera, so I don't think that was worth it for me to do more because I don't know a lot about it. I also got a vintage vanity stool. It's metal. And the magazine rack that I showed you a little earlier. And those together were $7.50. I'm probably going to sell the rack for $15, $20. And the stool, I'm going to spray paint it gold, and it'll probably go for $20, $25. That was a good deal in my opinion. And then the big thing, the bar supplies. Okay, so there in the listing, there was one overall picture, and it looked like it was a bar with glasses on, barware glasses and stuff, and then a few glasses hanging above. And so I thought, okay, I mean, I can pack up some glasses, right? But when I got there, there was more there. It was deeper, bigger. They didn't have any dimensions on how big this place is, and I didn't realize that bar had drawers and cupboards from the picture. So I didn't realize I'd be packing out all that stuff too, and then there's some other stuff around it. So it turned out to be a bigger project than I wanted, but at $12.50, in the end, it will make me a profit. Will I do it again? Only if I had someone to help me with it. It was just a lot of work for one person on a hot day. It actually was close to a record-breaking day in the 80s in Montana. Yeah, it was snowing a week ago. It's just the way it is. I was just so tired afterwards, and then I have to drive, 45 minutes home. And then my husband was so nice. He hauled it all in. He just said, where do you want to put all this stuff? I did tell him this is more than I expected. He knew I was tired. So he was very nice to have brought it all in for me. But I think we're at our limit, both of us, of how much stuff I've accumulated to resell. I kind of went overboard. And I know that this is the time to go out to do the garage sales and the estate sales, but I think I have enough inventory to carry me through for quite a while. Honestly, I haven't had a hard time sourcing stuff to resell, so I'm okay with not sourcing for a little bit. So you're not going to see a lot of thrift hauls with me unless there's something special going on or I'm looking for a particular thing. Just because I've cleaned out this floor so many times, and now I can't do it. I'm stuffed. I think I can bring some stuff downstairs, but then there's a matter of the stairs not being good to my joints. So there's always that struggle. It's a very small house too. So that is the overview of the auction that I went to. Tell me, did you think it was a good deal? Would you have gotten the stuff for resale? I mean, maybe not just for yourself. And let me know what you think. What was your favorite thing? What did you think was a good deal or not a good deal? I'm open to that too. And I did recover last night, had a good dinner. My husband made it. He was so sweet to do that. I just rested pretty much. I did find that if I laid down too long, it would be worse than if I had kept moving. So there is that part of arthritis that you don't want to keep moving, but it helps to just at least get up a little bit every once in a while, which helped me to feel as bad. Oddly enough, my blood glucose levels were really good. I didn't drop, but I think that's because I had a sandwich before I started. So I kind of was proactive on that. So that's just my tip. If you're going to do something different, make sure you prepare ahead of time. And I did bring my boxes and my packing stuff with. I did have to get an extra box from him. He was nice enough to do that. So they were, all in all, a good auction house. They were very friendly. There's a couple things that I don't know if, because I'm new to online auctions, if they're standard or were they a little short on communication. So we'll see. as I get more experience in that. So thank you so much for coming along with me, and I hope you have a joyful day. Goodbye.